And good evening, Sword Family. Welcome to another 9Dragons play stream on a random Monday evening because, well, I felt like it. Setup is going to be fairly similar to last time, meaning the camera is here, but the chat and everyone else is over there. And the puppy is right there. So if you catch me looking over this way, just know I'm looking, checking the chat, seeing if anyone has any questions. But for the most part, we have the next little under 2 hours to do some more gameplay before Grant draws tonight. So someone is going to have to be my alarm, I guess is the best way to put it. Let me know when we're getting close to the 2 hour mark so I can wrap things up. And this might just become a regular weekday thing. I'm not going to do it every Monday because obviously there's going to be other things going on Mondays. But I might just have a random day once a week that's not my Saturday streams and play some 9Dragons. Now, that is the good news. The bad news is I'm not going to be having Foxy join me in the game today. I wanted to have her come and join tonight so I could show you the party system that the game has, but apparently her account got locked for whatever reason. I don't know why. We spent the last couple hours trying to figure out what the hell was going on, and I don't know. So unfortunately, it's going to be another solo run, but it is what it is. And maybe next time. So let us bring up the game. And there is our hero, Inigo Barktoya. Well, we have a few people rolling in. Hello, Foxy. Hello, Kitty. Dan, it's good to see you. Glad to see you got your internet figured out. And hello, Trey. Hello, Midnight. Hello to Joe Bachman. I want to give a special thank you to both Joe Bachman and Dan Hollifield for being patrons of the Tea House. What time do you want us to start alarming? Yeah, let's go for 10 till. That should actually no. Let's do quarter till, because that way, if I'm not paying attention to the chat, it'll give me 5 extra minutes to look over at the chat to make sure, and then that should give people enough time to go freshen up drinks, go run to the bathroom before Grant's show. So, yes, quarter till. Let's just hop right into it. We're not drinking tea tonight. We're drinking wild cherry and cream Pepsi. You can't drink tea on a game stream. Come on, that's just not right. You got to be drinking something. I don't have Mountain Dew Code Red, so we can see our little blinking gift box here. I'm pretty sure that's the same one we had last time. One of our golden boxes. We're still trying to find the... what was it we were trying to find? 5 scratchbacks. And I have a full... we have 2. We have a full bag. See, this is exactly what I was talking about the other day. When you can afford to buy a second bag, do it, because these things fill up fast. All this stuff up here is stuff that we got out of our box. These are things we picked up, and most of them we can probably sell. So let's go. You can sell anything to anyone. That's one of the things I really, really like about this game. You don't have dedicated buyers. Each shop sells specific things, but they can buy anything. Like if you're playing Skyrim, certain shops will only buy certain things. Here, you can sell anything to anyone. So, we're going to come talk to the drapery, and we're going to sell our big pouches. If you right-click, you only have to hit it once. How many? I only have 1. If you left-click, you have to double-click. Sell the tobacco leaps. Sell the small pouches. Sell the silk. Sell the snake skins. And let's buy us a second backpack. That took most of our money. We had 2,829. Now we're down to 1,129. So they are kind of pricey, but once we, again, right click, we'll just activate it instead of having you double click. Now we have a whole extra bag, 25 slots. So now let's see if we can find some more of them scratchbacks to finish this quest. Did I see one? I thought I saw one. All right, she wants to play. Let's go. My goal for today is to try and be out of Bamboo Village by the end of gameplay here tonight, and we're really close. There's not a whole lot left to do here. There's one more quest that's basically your first boss fight, which with the buff that I currently have will be no issue. But if you come in here as your squishy little low-level character without a buff, you're going to have to stop and meditate several times because this guy does quite a bit of damage. But because I have such a high buff and such high hit points right now, you're not really going to notice it. I I don't usually have to try this hard to find these stupid scratch packs. It's kind of annoying. Still only have 2. Come on. Oh, geez, he got caught up on the stupid rug. There we go. That's the last 3. Okay, good. Now we get to go back to the clinic to get our first ornament that we can attach to our clothing or our weapons. Well done. These can be used as resources. Talk to me again and click on the resource button located at the bottom of the UI to trade in the scratch packs for physical damage. Oh, that's right. He doesn't give you an ornament. I'm sorry. He gives you a pill. And click down here. Physical damage pill. You can either hit trade and do individuals or just trade all. And we're done. We get a physical damage pill, which we go into our inventory. We already had one of them. Damage increased by 10 for 10 minutes. So let's go ahead and do that because why the heck not? You can see up here, now we have our damage increased by 10. Resources are everywhere in the land. There are also collectibles like this one right here. Since it's your first time, I'll give it to you at no cost. Press L and add in the collected item for the request to Xiao Xinyu. Then talk to me and select collectibles and trade in collectible materials for the mirror. So this is when we get our ornament. So now we have our request of Xiao Xinyu. And he gave us all 3 of these. We have a bamboo scroll, bamboo blinds, and a bamboo Dutch wife. We go into our inventory. There's the Dutch wife, which we can add here. Yes, I want to add it to the collection board. There's the blinds. And there's the scroll. And when you're doing these collectible quests, you have to remember to add them to the screen because they will show up in your inventory and you can sell them and then you're screwed. Then you will not have the necessary components to complete the quest. So you kind of need to actually put them in there. And we have another stand as a personal shop a player can temporarily set up. To sell their items to other players, you can use the opening a stand item on the living, which is where we're at right now. You can use it by placing a stand icon into a quick slot, which I've never actually done. After you open up a stand, you can then open or close it temporarily by logging the quick slot button. Wow, I actually didn't know that. There's your resources. There's your action. There's your stand. You can have events. You can advertise a duel if another player has offended your honor. You can actually challenge them, which is one of the things I don't particularly like about this game. I don't like PvP, but it is what it is. So I click the collectibles button down here. There's the request. There's the mirror. And we just traded. So now we have our first ornament. Relic. All attributes increase by 2, attack rating increased by 50, Qigong attack rating increased by 50, movement speed increased by 5%. Now, we bring up our character window. The clothes I am wearing, right next to these, or is it over here? Let me see, because I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, see, the clothes I'm wearing, they don't have a slot open for ornaments. I think that's your ornament slot right there. So I can't actually equip it right now. So what I'm going to do to make sure that I don't do something stupid and sell it is I'm going to move it from the first bag to the second bag. Usually, when I'm playing on my own, you can have up to 3 bags. I'm pretty sure I mentioned this last time. My first bag is all for sellables. Everything in the first bag I can sell. The second bag is for quest items or things that I can't use yet. Then when I get a third bag, that's for things that I'm meaning to sell to other players when I set up my stands. So right now, we're going to activate our 30-day premium. Now for the next month, I have 9Dragons premium. I don't actually have anything in the warehouse right now, so I don't need the warehouse extension. These are experience bonus cards. I have 5 of those. Those are going in here too. These are item bonus cards for 3x. Bead of Storm. These are our Courier's Guild vouchers. The Courier's Guild voucher allows you to transport to any map in the entire game just by using one of these. But you only get, well, I only have 1 right now. 3-hour Kung Fu experience. I don't need that yet. I think the rest of this is stuff that I can actually get rid of. Account unlocked again. Okay. Yes. Quarter to. I'm pretty sure, I'm not 100% sure, but it's actually a back scratcher. You know, like a wooden back scratcher or bamboo. I think that's what. Yeah. Don't have to re-download the whole game, the whole client. Yeah, that would take longer than 2 hours, unfortunately. No record of any game being played through that email. Whoa. Okay. All right. So now that we don't have... Oh, wait, we do. We do have a quest. We haven't finished this one yet. Collectibles and resource will help you advance your character. Yes, it will. And that gave me some experience. New quest has appeared. So let's bring up our map. Zhenjiang the Mountain Uprooter. Yep, that's our boss fight. That's our guy right there. Now, in the old game, before this most recent hosting company, you got the quest of Zhenjiang the Mountain Uprooter basically as soon as you got into Bamboo Village, but it had some steps. Those steps are no longer a part of the game. I'm going to show you what I was talking about. We come down here. See that misty area right there? That's where your boss is hiding. In the original game, there was a huge boulder blocking the way. And you can see how big that thing is. It had to have been a big boulder to block that opening. And what you had to do is you had to talk to people here in the village, and they would send you to Hefei, the market district, to talk to Thousand Hands of the Beggars Guild, and he would give you a special knife that could break open the boulder. Now you just get to go. You just get to go straight in and fight him. Now, as I said, this is basically your beginning boss fight. It lets you know the kind of stuff that you're going to be dealing with because there are mini bosses scattered throughout the game. And if you don't have a party or a sufficient buff, don't try and fight the bosses. They will squish you. Voice of experience. Okay? And they're always surrounded by mobs that are your level. So, like, I'll show you when I get in there. The guy is surrounded, if I remember right, by these guys. Only they're higher level. Excuse me. So they're surrounded by mobs that you can fight. And then there'll just be this one big, huge guy that will just smash you. I have to set up a new account. Oh boy. When I played Guild Wars, whenever I had to reinstall, I always run a command that would download all the areas so I didn't have to wait. Well, this one, you don't have to download your maps. They're just kind of part of the game. You just have loading screens, kind of like, Skyrim. It only took 12 plus hours. Ouch. Message sent back about how to attach games to my account or if I have to restart. All right, so let's go talk to our townsperson. And yes, those are our little foxes. In the main camp, there is a ruthless thief named Zhang Zhong, the mountain uprooter. I am not sure where he came from with a bunch of his goons, but our bamboo village is surely under critical danger. Please go and defeat him. And yes, those are little foxes. And yes, unfortunately, in later levels, you will have to fight them. You will have to attack them. And for the most part, they're incredibly docile. I mean, I can walk right up to them, and unless I attack one, it's just going to stand there. They're not like the wolves. Actually, there might be some wolves down here. Just to show you a difference. Sorry if my camera moving is messing with people's, vertigo or something, but sometimes it's hard to get the camera right where you want it, Yeah, there are wolves down here. See? Came running right at me as soon as I came into the area. Whereas the fox was just like, doo-dee-doo-dee-doo. There used to be a kind of sort of boss down here, too. I don't know if... Oh, no, there he is. Bamboo Hermit. It's a big bear. He's an orange, so... Again, if you didn't have a good buff or enough hit points, this guy would smash you. Don't worry about it, Foxy. If you can't get on today, like I said, we can possibly do next week. See, and he pops back in as his second form, I guess is the best way to look at it. That's what these bosses do. You don't just have to fight them once. You'll fight them once, and sometimes the first time is relatively easy. Now, you see that up there? That blinking? I was bleeding because of his attacks. I don't know if you could see that. And my basic sword attack has reached Chang 6. I have all 3 attacks. I had all 3 attacks on level 5. We have a notice. These will pop up occasionally. Dragon Tiger Gate. Black Mask Great Sword has appeared in Hidden Fortress. I think that's a boss. Got some gold. Now we'll go show you Jeng Jong, the Mountain Uprooter. He's going to be in here. See, he's surrounded by bandits. But he's going to be way up here at the top. And there he is. And now his goons are going to attack to try and protect him. Let us use a smashing. That dropped him from 75 to 64 on just that one attack. Now you notice his health is dropping fairly rapidly for a first round. And also notice that because of the height difference, I am essentially stabbing him in the crotch. And now we have second form. Smashing again. Now I got high enough in level because I'm now losing self 12 that my basic meditation was able to go up to the next level. See, his health isn't dropping as fast. And I have 29 external wounds. He has done about 10,000 hit points of damage. And we have a quest marker. I am Guo Deshan of the Hefei Couriers Guild. There's a package here for you. And that's our boss fight. We have now gone up to the next Chang of Gathering Chi 1 or level 13. Oh, come on. Sometimes you will run into invisible walls, and it is kind of annoying. Like earlier when he got caught up on the corner of a rug on the ground. And now we're basically done with Bamboo Village. It's literally, a tutorial level. It'll just show you everything that the game has, how to do collectibles, how to do resources, all of the different shops in every single village you run across, and you get your first boss fight. Yeah, I know you're just venting. I just, if you can't get in, don't worry about it. Like I said, we might just do this as a weekly thing. It won't always be on Monday, but it will be possibly once a week. We'll see. Unless one of our lovely chatters wants to come and join, and perhaps we can do a party. Because then it won't be a drain on my internet. You defeated Zheng Zhong. I'm so glad that this has really happened. Zheng Zhong was extremely cruel. Now peace has returned to Bamboo Village, and we thank you so much for your great help. And we have another quest. Reviving Qigong. You surely don't seem normal. No kidding. Let me feel your pulse. Your Qigong has been twisted. Now see, this quest is still here. This quest was supposed to be the result of you using that knife to break the boulder. They kept this quest in the game, but not the quest that was supposed to bring you to this point. Now, the people who didn't play it before have no idea, but I know. I remember. Your Qigong has been twisted. Unfortunately, I can't set this straight. You must visit someone with more experience. The nameless elder in this town should be able to heal you. So now we have to go talk to Nameless Elder again. Okay. Now comes time where I get to break out my acting chops. All right. I'm going to actually voice these characters the way I'm supposed to, instead of just reading them in my own voice. So, you know, when we run across female characters, you're going to get a very, very high-pitched voice. Yes, this is going to be my woman voice. Don't laugh. But now we are speaking to an elder who is stroking his beard, so he must have an epic voice, yes. This is pretty bad. Well, I hope you didn't believe that nothing would happen after destroying that boulder, which you didn't do. I will stop the reviving Qigong slowly. I will breathe my Qi into you. Now we're going to do Qi breathing again, which we did last time. Every time you go up into a new chung, you have to do Qi breathing, and it will get longer and more complicated as you go. And there we go. Uh-oh. Been watching Vladimir, so the female voice was perfect. Well, you know. And now we return to Nameless Elder. Now your twisted Qi has been set straight. Kung Fu warriors breathe Qi into other people who might be in trouble to save them. This is called reviving Qigong. Do you want to find out more? Please tell me.
Overview of the states of death and dying. If you are defeated in combat and your life score depletes to 0, then you shall collapse and enter the great transition known as dying state. The laws that govern life and death in the land are such that when a character reaches dying state, they must pass through 2 additional states called near death and coma. Let us more closely examine the dying states of near death and coma. Near death state. During a near death state, a character is still able to recover on the spot if someone nearby is willing to assist them. When a character enters the state of near death, they will kneel down with their head bowed. At this time, a gauge will appear above them. Help must be administered before the gauge reaches 0 to recover a character from near-death state. Qi Gong technique. Any player can help another to recover from a near-death state through a technique called reviving Qi Gong. It is a selfless, noble act, and it is also quite easy. But it must be done quickly. If you see someone fall in combat, simply double-click on them. Some of your vital energy will be transferred, and they will be saved. So you see, it is very important to have a good relationship with fellow travelers in the land. The Buddha smiles on those who would help others by using this reviving Qi Gong technique, coma state. If a character cannot get help quickly administered during near-death state, they will fall into a coma. Once this coma state has been reached, one cannot be saved. This is an opportunity to reflect upon the choices you have made and pray for enlightenment before you revive once more in the land. Now, you must select a place to revive your character in order to play again. Know that you will receive various revival penalties dependent on where in the land you decide to revive. With this in mind, try to keep your life and vital energy levels high through frequent use of your meditation skill.
Now, how many people could actually hear that, number one? And number two, how many people noticed the mispronunciation of the word character? She said corrector. If you see anyone in near-death status, revive them through reviving Qigong. Now, my vital energy is not necessarily low, but it has depleted some, but not enough for me to actually want to waste the time of spending the next 10 or 15 minutes meditating to try and get it back. So now if we look at our map, we have some quests up here. These are, well, you know what? I'll just show you. Remember, these are the dispatched disciples. Blah, 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 blah. Can't talk. So we're going to go talk to Wise Wolf of the Brotherhood of Thieves. Let's see. You know what? He looks like he needs an epic voice too. So let's do that. Touring the Brotherhood. Hello there. My, you surely are growing up quickly. Your potential and willpower seem perfect for the Brotherhood. Is that so? Maybe you are not interested in the Brotherhood right now, but I hope you take a look around Tianxiao and change your mind. You can go through the door behind you to get to Taishan. Say hello to Fierce Wolf for me. So basically, each of the dispatched disciples, -1, is going to give you an invitation to tour their home base. Now, why -1? I am playing as a male character, which means I cannot enter Sacred Flower, because Sacred Flower is only for women. If I was playing a female, I couldn't enter Shaolin, because Shaolin is only for men. Now we have our Heavenly Demon. You know what? I don't like Heavenly Demon. They're probably the most evil out of the Infernal clan, so we're going to give him a weasel voice. I think I can recommend you join Heavenly Demon. I don't know what you think about Heavenly Demon, but I can assure you it is a good clan. You don't have to worry about sharing or respecting your elders. As long as you are strong, that's all that matters. Go take a look at Heavenly Demon. Go through the door behind me to get to Mount Yanmo. Hear from Bullhead Demon about Heavenly Demon. Yes, you're allowed to laugh. That actually kind of hurt my throat. So now we have our area gate, Brotherhood of Thieves, Sacred Flower, Heavenly Demon. Now, if I didn't actually, not want to die, I'd show you what happens if I go into Heavenly Demon, but they will immediately attack me the minute that I spawn on the other side of the gate. They do not mess around. And the same thing happens when you join a clan. If you go to another clan's map, they will immediately attack you, even if you're on the same side. Clan maps are for clan members and clan potentials only. But let's go to Mount Yanmo. As you can see, it's very ugly. It's very, quote unquote evil looking, if you want to. And this is why I picked Heavenly Demon first, because the guy that you talk to is literally right here. The Bullhead Demon. What kind of voice should we give him? I heard that the founder of Heavenly Demon was the enemy of Song Jiang, the hero in the popular water margin. You can see how we're treated unfairly. Our founder was the enemy of the main character of a story that everyone loves. Anyway, Heavenly Demon is not a religion. People that form religion and act against those in power form a new world and are prosecuted and marked as demons. The place where those demons gather as a religion from the prosecutors and the hypocrites of the Imperial Army is this Mount Yanmo. The members of Heavenly Demon use sabers, fists, and qigong. Come to Heavenly Demon if you want to overthrow this world and make a new one. Do you wish to return to Bamboo Village, or are you going to stick around? And you really only have the option of sticking around. There used to be one where they would just send you right back to Bamboo Village, but... Oh, yeah? Talk to me anytime you wish to go back to Bamboo Village. I can send you anytime before you reach Gathering Chi, which we're already at. And we've just gone up another level. Oh, geez. I think I've leveled like 4 times and I haven't done my distributed my points. I'll do that when I get back into Bamboo Village, though. And this will go either to Hefei or Bamboo Village. Back to Bamboo Village we go. Ah, Carl and Donna are joining us. Hello there. All right. We need to distribute 18 points. Holy crap. Yeah, I haven't done this for a little while, guys. Okay, let's see. Let's put 4 into strength, 4 into dex, yeah, 4 into constitution, 4 into essence, and the last 2 will go into wisdom. There we go. Now we have our mastery points. Sword, sword, sword. See, once we got to 10 in sword, you had 2 mastery points for every 1 level. I had 6 mastery points, but only went up 3 levels in sword mastery. Oh, just now saw you were online. That's fine. Yes, I'm doing funny voices, so you might enjoy this. So now let's go and explore Tianjin. The Brotherhood of Thieves. This one is going to be a bit more of a walk. But you'll get to see a little bit more of the area, which compared to where we just came from, this is beautiful. I mean, just look at this place. It's green. Sky is blue. You got some nice clouds up there. Now, I've done this a few million times, so I know exactly where I need to go to find the people that I'm talking to. But if you haven't done this before, you can always bring up the map to see where you need to go to talk to your person. Don't accidentally click on that guy, even though you won't actually attack him as long as your weapon's not drawn. What do we think? Do we think Weasel voice or Epic voice? Seems like a safer place than the Demon Clap. Yeah. You know what? Let's do Weasel voice. We're going to do Weasel voice. You heard about me from Xianlang? Ha! Is that fool still alive? I thought he'd already be dead by now since he went off to such a dangerous place. There always have been bandits in the world. When there was a famine or when the government collected high taxes, people lost their homes, yet they had to do something to stay alive. We at the Brotherhood of Thieves protect such people and help them not to become corrupt and do evil things. And when we hear about a rich man who is evil, we raid his place and help the needy. The disciples of Brotherhood learn axes, spears, and qigong. In other words, all the extreme weapons. Are you returning to Bamboo Village right away, or would you like to stay around a bit? And again, you only get the option to stay around. And he just says the same thing that the other guy said. So now we run back to where we were before. And yes, just in case you're wondering, just for fun, for the Zelda players out there, the pots are smashable. Now, going through these narrow passageways like this, and like the bridge here, you have to make sure that you're running basically right down the center, because otherwise you will hit invisible walls. Hippie voice? So you think the Brotherhood of Thieves, a guy named Fierce Wolf, should sound like what? I don't even know if I can do a hippie voice. Come on, man. Now, a surfer I could do. That I could do. Dude. The Brotherhood of Thieves, man. We take from the rich and give to the poor, dude. Yes, smashable pots. And yes, the Valley Girl accent was just, number one, it was completely unexpected, and number two, it was absolutely hilarious. So now we have the Imperial Clan, same thing as before. Here's our League of Beggars guy, who, just because I can, and they are the League of Beggars who specialize in drunken boxing, I'm going to make him sound drunk. Dude, I need my hand. Stop. I've been watching what you've been doing in Bamboo Village. You have been quite impressive compared to other people who pay no attention to the matters of Bamboo Village. Please do not mention it. Maybe you're interested in the League, but take this point of view. All of the information is gathered at the League of Beggars. If you need to take revenge on someone or proceed with quests that need information, joining the League would be a good choice. You need to be some 4 of losing self or higher to join the League of Beggars. I would like to show you around my clan before that. You can decide for yourself whether to join my clan or not later. Go through the door before me to go to Tianjin. Shushan the patrol guard. Thesis has been paying attention to when I've had a tipple or two too many. Yeah, a little bit. But also, they do, if you join the League of Beggars, you can learn drunken kung fu. So I figure all of them are drunk all the time. Now we talk to Shaolin. You know what? Just for fun. Just for fun. We're going to do the surfer accent for the Shaolin monk. And yes, it is nice having fun. Okay. You ready for surfer monk dude? Here we go. Merciful Buddha, dude. Have you been at peace? I've been watching closely at what you've been doing in Bamboo Village. I believe you will be able to spread the teachings of Buddha all over the world. Please do not mention it. Maybe you aren't interested in Shaolin, but you should consider Shaolin if you're thinking of mastering Kung Fu. Shaolin is the origin of all Kung Fu in the world. Even if you devote your life to any other martial art, it will always be second class compared to Shaolin's Kung Fu. The opportunity to learn Shaolin Kung Fu is not given to anybody. Please look around Songshan and think about joining Shaolin again, dude. Enter the door before me to go to Songshan. Meet Jubei, the defender of Shaolin. Oh, look, we have a kickbot. Cool. Yes, Surfer Dude has the Zen. Yes, he does. He's very relaxed, dude. Now we talk to the Wudon disciple that we talked to last time. Yes, I told you, you're totally allowed to laugh at this. What kind of voice should we give our Wudon swordsman? Hush, pupper. Get down, please. Come on, down. I think we're going to give him a slightly arrogant voice, but not so far as Weasel, just kind of arrogant. So let's see. How have you been? Considering your past deeds, I thought you'd be suited to work at Wudon. Thank you. I'm sure you have learned Kung Fu from me because you have a good impression of Wudon. You can join Wudon from Chang 9 of Losing Self, but before that, I would like to give you a chance to look around Wudon. Go through the door before me to get to Wudon. Listen to Long Feng about Wudon. Now, Normally, I would do Wudon first. New York accent. Oh boy. Normally, I do Wudon first because the guy that you need to talk to is right next to the gate, just like Heavenly Demon was. But because that's where we're going to end up, we're going to save that one for last. So instead, let's do the League. Tianjin, the League of Beggars. Now, I'm going to bring up the map. We're going from here to here. And the fastest route would be to go down this way. Because if you go this way, this first turn will lead you over here. So you'd have to go all the way through the city. So we're going to take the shorter route just because this is not where we're going to end up. Yes, those are snakes. Now, I know the guy that I'm going to be talking to up here, and I already have decided what voice I'm going to give him. Because it's the character that he plays when you go through this village. He is literally the fat, dumb guy. So he's going to get the fat, dumb guy voice. Instead of the drunk voice. Hey, it's Dawn is joining us. It's almost 6. Well, hello, Dawn. Yes, I do hate snakes. I hate them a lot. So yeah, he's going to get the fat, dumb guy voice. Joe Guy? Who was that again? Anyway, it's good that you're interested in the League. The League is a clan of beggars. Not all beggars belong to the League, but there are many beggars out there who belong to the League. Since beggars are everywhere, the League can obtain rumors or information faster than any other clans. And we don't need to care as much about class and formality like other clans. The League is perfect for roaming around without worries. Our ideology is anyway, we believe in helping people in need and saving the world. The disciples of the League learn staff, fist, and ranged attacks. Our staff moves and draconic art moves are the best. So how about it? Would you like to go back to Bamboo Village now or look around Tianjin a little longer? Simply beautiful, except for the snakes. Is that so? Then feel free to look around. Talk to me anytime if you want to go back to Bamboo Village. I'll send you back anytime before you reach Gathering Chi. And again, compared to Heavenly Demon, Tianjin is beautiful. Sacred Flower is kind of not great either, though. But, again, I don't want to die, so I'm not going to show you what their village looks like. If I make a female character... Actually, you know what? I have a female character. Before we get done, remind me, and I'll switch accounts and get on the female character and let you see what the Sacred Village looks like, because it's not great. So now, let's go to Songshan for Shaolin. There is a mini boss on this run. We're not having to go as far. Let's bring up our map and show you. We just have to go over here. It's not as far to have to run to go talk to the Shaolin guy. But there is a mini boss along the way. More snakes. He's right there. Right there. See, he's red. No. Bobby Hill's not here. Bobby Hill's inside the temple. I can't actually go in there yet. But there is one of the trainers in Shaolin looks like Bobby Hill from King of the Hill. I heard about you from Gaklian, dude. I don't know where I should start. Story from Shaolin's beginnings goes back more than 1,000 years. Shaolin got popular after Bodhidharma stayed in Shaolin, dude. After he worked hard to spread the Kung Fu, there emerged a slogan. All Kung Fu comes from Shaolin. Shaolin believes in enlightening the world with the mercy of Buddha. Saving the world through the righteous teachings of the Buddha. Disciples of Shaolin learn staffs, fists, and range attacks. If you'd like to overcome the agony of life, dude, and learn true Kung Fu, come to Shaolin. Are you staying? Are you returning to Bamboo Village, or would you like to stay in Songshan a little bit longer? I'll stay here a little bit longer. Yeah, Bobby Hill's kind of... Let me see if I can... He's right there-ish. See, each of these little dots here is a person, an NPC. And that one right there. Let's see if I can... There we go. That one right there. That's Bobby Hill. No, not mini bar, mini boss. I'm going the wrong way. And last, we will tour Wudon. Because that's where we're going to end up. That's going to be our... Yeah, mini boss is not as much fun. He would have squashed me. I think even with the buff that I have, he would have squashed me. And now off to Wudon Shan. And the guy we need to talk to is right up here. This is going to be our home village for the next little while. I heard about you from Xian Fengzi. He said that you're a chivalrous and righteous man. There's this saying, North Shaolin, South Wudon. Wudon is one of the two summits of the Imperial Clan. We continue the legacy of Taoism. Wudon is also known for meditation and alchemy. Wudon believes in striking the darkness to reveal the truth. The members of Wudang use swords, fists, and ranged attacks. We are best known for our sword fighting. Would you like to return to Bamboo Village right away? Or are you going to stick around a bit longer? Stay here a little bit longer. Now, if you notice, the guards here are using really big wooden swords. But if we go around to the other entrance, this place up here is where, well, not this one. If we go back down here, no, I was going the right way. Up here is where we would play hide and seek sometimes with some of the other characters. Because not a lot of people actually come up here. Even though you can see there's an NPC up there. But if we go around to the other entrance of the clan base, now, I am currently a level 14, so I don't think there's a lot of, oh, stupid rock. I don't think there's a lot of things here on this map that can actually hurt me all that much. Maybe the Blood Wolves. Maybe the White Shadow Disciples, but I'm already at a high enough level that I could join Wudang right now. But there are a bunch of quests that you have to do before you can join. Come over to this entrance. Look at all the pretty swords. Look at them. They are so pretty. I want them all. Give them to me now. And yes, if you scroll in far enough, it will put your character into first person. But I hate playing first person, so I'm not going to do it. I'm going to go back to Bamboo Village just to make sure that I'm completely done there. Because you can level past. Oh, yeah, those guys are orange. You can level past some quests. As my brother-in-law found out when I had a fairly nice ornament on one of my characters and he didn't know how to get it because he does not do his quests. He just gets on and grinds and grinds and levels and grinds and doesn't do his quests. So he missed that ornament because he leveled past it. We're going to go back to Bamboo Village. Yeah. The bosses do tend to do much killing and squashing. So we look at the map, and there are 0 quests in Bamboo Village. So, manuals for different clans cost differently. Wudang is one of the most pricey, which is true. Like playing hide and seek. It is kind of fun, and when you have a higher level, you can get better drops, and you can just give stuff away to people for finding you. So now we're going to go talk to our old bearded teacher who's going to give us all of our quests to get into Wudang. And even some of those are not part of the game anymore. So here is our first village. So remember, when you first get into a village, even though I have absolutely zero possibility of dying on this map, we're going to check in at the inn so that if I die, I can revive. So let's go talk to the hot innkeeper again. And we check in. Just like the other map, there's the innkeeper. There's the tavern lady. The clinic and the blacksmith were on the other side. Our storekeeper and general store are over here. So now it's time to break out the old man voice again. I grow old, so old. You there, would you help an old man? I have to deliver this bundle to the tavern, but my back hurts so much that I fear a demon gnaws at my spine. You're a healthy young person. Can you deliver this to the tavern instead of me? The tavern is literally on the hill up right behind him, but yeah. Yes, I will deliver it. You are a good-hearted youngster. Take this bundle to Tavern Master Wu Wei Chi. Make sure you come back after you've made the delivery. I don't mean to sound untrusting, but the land is not as it was when I was young. Literally, we could just walk up the hill. Oh! It's time for the woman voice. Mr. Xu Shanzhao sent you, did he not? What serendipity! Oh, goddamn. I very much needed this package today as I was puzzling over how to get there and pick it up myself. It's right down the hill! Come on! By the way, I'm worried about that old man. He's always been so healthy, but recently he has grown weak. He's involved with all sorts of town matters and important decisions. I sincerely hope his health improves. Seriously, walk down the hill and pick up the damn package. Holy crap. You are a ray of hope, my young friend. Thanks for the favor. Please take no offense, but you seem to be a vagabond. You should join a clan to survive in these troubled lands. I will tell you which clans are noblest. There is a saying, Shaolin sleeps in the north, Wudan rests in the south. Both are awake now, of course. Both would make excellent choices. But if my humble opinion means anything, I say that Clan Wudan is the greatest among the white clans. 0 experience! Feel for the old guy taking that hill with the sore back. Yeah. The way of the sword. You want to know what kind of clan Wudan is? The clan is very famous throughout the land. There is a saying, the divine sword rests in Wudan. Their sword mastery is peerless. And you must have heard of Tai Chi or boundless fists. All of these are taught by Wudan. What do you think? Do you want to become a student of Wudan? Of course, even if you want to, it is not a task most would attempt, much less accomplish. What can I do to join Wudon? All right, I like your temperament, so I'll tell you. But before I do, you must show me your level of commitment. Go first to the local martial arts school. There you can learn a kung fu technique called basic fist attack. But you should not come away with just the technique itself. Learn this basic fist attack, then practice it on the training ground in front of the martial arts school until you are proficient. Come back to me after achieving Cheng 1 of the technique. If you learn that, well, I'll tell you how to become initiated into Wudon. Here, this isn't much, but take it anyway. I'm giving you this because I'm impressed by your willpower. Go with good fortune. Now we've already kind of done this stuff. This is a lot of the same things we did in Bamboo Village. So now we got to go down to the martial arts school, which I know where it is. It's down here. Oh, right, duh. Learn Kung Fu. Basic fist. Now we get to do the training thing again on these lovely straw dummies. Yeah, duh. Can't do it in peace mode, and I can't do it with a sword because I'm learning a fist attack. You can have 2 separate weapons. I think I mentioned this last time, but I'm not 100% sure. W on your keyboard will switch between the weapons. Basic fist. You have to stop the little blue ball in the little red square. As you can tell, this is a very basic fist attack. Now, I don't know if you're noticing this, and you're probably not if I don't point it out to you. But as long as you don't mess up, those little dots underneath, you're not hitting 1 dot per 1 click of the mouse. In the original game, you were. In the original game, every time that you stop the ball in the red square, you get 1 dot. But as long as you don't mess up, it does 1, then 2, then 3, then 1, then 2, then 3. So it goes by a whole lot faster. You're certainly a quick learner. You seem to have good intuition when it comes to people. No, I seem to have good intuition when it comes to people. People and dogs. But not cats for some reason. Do you want to know why I invited you to come and learn Kung Fu? Wudon does not just accept anyone. It is a white clan of high reputation, and so they can afford to be quite selective. First, they investigate the applicant's character, and there are precious few who pass this initial test. Then they watch them fight under all manner of circumstances, on logs, in water, blindfolded, and select those who are worthy of the clan's reputation and name. It is quite a job to single out the people who come just because they're blinded by the name of the clan. An applicant must be able to display their martial art with some degree of superior promise, at least. New quest has appeared. Look at that. And now, the one I just finished. Let me bring up my quest and show you what I'm talking about here. Okay. The one we just finished says the Way of the Sword, and in brackets has the Roman numeral 1. So that means there was Way of the Sword 2, Way of the Sword 3. The quest that just popped up that will allow me to join Wudon is Path of Divine Sword 6. So you can tell it skipped a whole bunch of quests. It used to be a whole lot more stuff that I had to do to get in to Wudon. But because of Bamboo Village and because of all of the different hosting companies, like one of the quests, they wanted you to come run, I think it's down here. Yeah. They wanted you to come and look at this tree. The tree is even like a named tree. That tree, according to legend, was cut down in one slash by the lost dragon of Wudon. So they wanted you to come and look at that tree. It's even still, like I said, it's a named tree. It's shown on the map as an NPC. But because the quest doesn't exist anymore, you don't do anything with it. It's just there. But we went from Way of Sword 1 to Path of Sword 6. It just skipped over a whole bunch of stuff. And I think I went to the wrong entrance. Yes, I did. Oops. Don't run into the mountain. What are we looking at on time? Almost 6:30. Now we're going to go talk to the same guy up here. Long Feng. Path of the Divine Sword 6. Stop right there. Only a disciple of Wudon clan may proceed from here on. Huh? You came here to become a Wudon apprentice? Oh, you are the one who Shu Sanjiao recommended. Have you truly decided to join Wudon clan? Yes, I will become an apprentice. Good. With your skill, there should be no problem entering Wudon. I really don't have the right to make the decision, but I shall allow you to enter based on my respect for your teacher. You will have to train harder than you ever have if you become a disciple of Wudon, but I promise you, it will be well worth it. Please enter and tell truest Ju Yun that you truly wish to join the clan. And now you get this lovely screen. Wudon, Clan of Divine Sword. This happens to any clan you decide to join. It'll give you this lovely little screen that just kind of shows you the clan base. And now we can enter the Gate of Northern Sky. Now we bring up our map. And we're talking to the guy that we trade with to get clan contribution points. And I'm going the wrong way again. We will get our beginner Wudon robes now, so we don't have to wear these filthy vagabond rags anymore. The Path of Divine Sword. Now we get a little information thing. Clan contribution points act like currency and measure how much money or items you have contributed to your clan. You need those points to learn kung fu techniques or to get clan-specific items. Clan contribution increases when you complete the Road to the Dragon quests or donate an item to NPC. You can donate all kinds of items, but different clans may reward you with varying points, even if you donate the same one. Please, come in. You must be the one who Master Shu Sanjiao recommended. I heard that you have trained long and hard to become an apprentice of Wudon. Your teacher, Mr. Shu Sanjiao, was a disciple of our clan, you know. He retired after receiving a grave injury from Heavenly Demon Soul Lord during the War of 9 Dragons. There is no reason to reject you once a person of his noble stature has recommended you. Furthermore, your kung fu is quite good. I can tell by your posture. Please go and meet with our clan leader, Master Tianxing. He will accept you as an apprentice merely because you have approached him without me handing you your head. He is in Jisu's house now. Please go and see him. And he's right up the stairs. He's also going to get old man voice, but slightly more noble old man voice. So, you are here to become an apprentice of Wudon. The world has become cloudier while our clan was sealed, but I am grateful that an upright pupil like you has found Wudon Shan. You are now an apprentice of Wudon. Awaken the sword in your mind with compassion and wisdom. Overthrow evil wherever you find it, and leave justice in its place. The path of the divine sword winds upon the way of Tai Chi, and Tai Chi is born of the holy balance between yin and yang. Yin and yang have no beginning nor end. Creation and destruction reside in the ways in which they bend and yield to one another. Always keep this in mind. Surely you have already met Zhu Yun, the truest of Wudon. Please go back to him. Zhu Yun will give you everything that an apprentice of Wudon should have. So now, we have joined Wudon. Character window. You get epithets. They pop up above your character. And depending on your epithet, you get different perks. We now have Way of Chivalry because of defeating Zhongzhang, the Mountain Uprooter, in Wudon Shan. Or not, in Bamboo Village. Way of Chivalry gives you maximum vital energy increase by 25, strength increased by 2, essence increased by 2, and dexterity increased by 1. But you'll get a specific epithet for being a clan disciple, which we don't have yet. Now that's a beard, yeah. And we have a quest marker. Hefei Discipleship. I am Sima Tiazong, who is in charge of managing disciples. Come and see me when you're in Hefal. So you're a new trainer. In order to become an official disciple, you must proceed missions that I'm going to give you. Come and find me once you're determined. Joining a clan means you are prepared to become a true disciple. As a member of a clan, you can carry out Road to the Dragon quests, the game's main story quests, and learn special kung fu of each. You have become an honorable disciple. No, you have become an honorable apprentice of Wudan. You must train like you've never trained before. And when you leave this stronghold, hold your head high and let your actions proclaim that you are a divine sword, an instrument of the way. Now that you become an apprentice of Wudan, you must dress like one. Take these things. These clothes prove that you're an apprentice of Wudan, and this proves you're a current member. So we'll get clothes, we'll get an ornament. Doesn't have a zipper to catch it in. No, he doesn't. Now we should have Wudan Apprentice. Maximum life increased by 30. Maximum vital increased by 10. Critical dodge rate increased by 300 of 10,000. Defense increased by 20. Qigong defense increased by 20. So now we don't have anything. We don't have an epithet yet. So I just want you to see when I equip it, now it shows up in this box, and you can change them. Can I change them anytime I want? It used to be you can only change them once every 2 hours. And now it shows up above the name. So now everyone knows that I am an apprentice of Wudan. Now, just for fun, I'm going to tell you a little story. Years and years ago, long time ago, when this was on the very first hosting company that we had, I sent a message on the official game forum. It was Foxy's birthday. And I wanted to do something fun for her birthday. So I sent a message on the forum asking to have an in-game wedding. Didn't think anything of it. I got contacted in that forum by one of the main mods of the game. They created 2 special epithets for the bride and groom that no one else ever had, just the 2 of us, and the mod himself officiated the wedding. They programmed fireworks into the game. It was probably one of the coolest things I have ever seen. We had our clan members, people that we play with, that were almost always in a party with us. We had them show up as guests. The mod was there. It was a whole big thing. It was really cool. And for years, we'd have those eppies above our name. People would come up with, wow, that's so cool. How'd you get that epithet? And I'm like, I knew the mod's in-game name. I can't remember what it was right now, but I'm like, oh, such and such mod gave it to me because my wife and I got married in the game. Oh my God, that's so cool. It was awesome. It was great. So now we have our first. Oh. We have our first road to the Dragon Quest. You've reached a standard achievement level, but it's still not enough to become a true disciple of Wudon and join our great lineage. I will give you 2 assignments. If you finish them satisfactorily, I will raise your level. Do you wish to try? Yes, I'll do my best. Even though not every disciple of Wudon uses a sword, the clan represents itself as divine swords nonetheless. The swords of Wudon are much more than metal forged and folded. There are those who believe that a spirit resides in every sword. More like demons in the case of Wudon swords. And each one thirsts for the blood of the unrighteous. The forging of a Wudon sword isn't complete until it has tasted blood. As a Wudon disciple, isn't fully consecrated to the clan until he wipes the blood of an evildoer from his blade. Therefore, I will give you 2 more tasks to complete before you become a disciple of Wudon. Defeat 10 brigands in Zhengzhou. Hone your mind by using the techniques you have learned. After you've killed them, return to the sword maker and have your blade reforged with the blood of killers permeating it. You will have a new sword and a new mind and a new start as a disciple. As proof of that, you can also raise your clan contribution points up to 500. Yeah, it was really cool. Some people tease him about finding a real girlfriend. Yeah. In the forum post, people were saying, "You need to get off the computer and find a real girlfriend. This is just pathetic." I'm like, dude, she's in the other room. Actually, no, at that time, we had our computers in the same room right here in the living room. So I'm like, she's right over there. Aw. Kitty arm trappage. So now we have our first road to the Dragon Quest. We have Wudon robes, but only the top. And we still don't have pockets. But we have wristbands that I got from Shushan Zhao. And we have a sword tassel. Wardrobe is divided as common wardrobe and clan wardrobe. You can carry an accessory in a pocket of either your shirt or pants. You can wear all manner of wardrobe except another clan's designated wardrobe, which makes sense. If you wear a wardrobe article that is improper for your current achievement level or status, its durability will be rapidly reproduced. It's really not that rapidly. Pocket is a place in which you can place a small accessory. If you place an accessory in a pocket, you can gain the special effect of that accessory. Among wardrobe items, only shirts and pants have pockets. But I have no pockets. So now, yeah. It's almost 20 till, so we're going to go back to the load screen. And bring up one of my other accounts. Oh, bollocks. Well, that's annoying. It kicked me. Let's see if we can still do this. We got a few minutes. I want to show you what Sacred Flower what the map looks like. Just so you can see it compared to some of the others, and then we'll be done for today. And I will be okay. Yeah, definitely gotta love technology. So there's my female character. She's wearing a decoration. And because she's female, she can't go into Shaolin, but she can't. Uh-oh, maybe she can't. No, she can. She hasn't joined Wudon yet. So we're going to go back to Bamboo Village, and then from Bamboo Village we'll go and just show you around Sacred Flower. She's already done the quests to explore, but I just want to show you what the place looks like. Because, yeah, Sacred Flower and Heavenly Demon bases are, yeah. I will be back on Saturday with my regular Tea House show, and I will be back next week sometime for more gameplay. So we run back over here. And we go to Sacred Flower Base. This is Sacred Flower Base. Very dark. A lot of your enemies are zombies and dead things. But I will give Sacred Flower one thing that is a bonus if you're playing a Sacred Flower character. And I'll show you exactly what that is as soon as I get up here. Their clan wardrobe no, not is very nice to look at. The clan wardrobe is a nice view. And that, just because I want to get her back to Wudon. She hasn't officially joined Wudon yet, so she can go anywhere she wants right now. I want to get her back to her home map at least. And you're very welcome for streaming, Dawn. And like I said, I'll be back next week to play some more, and hopefully by then we'll have Foxy's issues figured out, and I can show you the party system. Just get her back into this village right here. And that'll be all for today, despite the fact that I really don't want to quit playing, because as Donna said the last time I did this on my regular Saturday show, once you get a gamer started gaming, it's hard to pull them away. But Grant's show is starting soon, and I don't want to step on any toes. So I don't think I showed this last time. So I'm going to show you how fun to watch. Nothing happens on Tuesdays. That's true, except I work on Tuesday, so it would have to be after I get home. But that's not a bad idea. So to quit the game, hit the escape button. You can either go back to your character select screen, your title screen, or the quit game screen. Now, when you quit the game, you have 5 seconds. It'll pop up down here. If you quit the game on accident and you don't want to quit, you can come back, I think. If we hit quit the game, yes. Quitting game in 5, 4, 3, 2, and there you go. Now let's go back to our regular screen. The window is closed now. Have a great night to all who don't go to Grants. Otherwise, see you over there. Yep. I will be back on Saturday. I will be back doing this again next week, possibly Tuesday. I hope everyone enjoyed this. I very much enjoyed this. I really didn't want to stop playing, but it's really a very, very fun game. And you can learn really interesting things about the Lost Dragons as you proceed throughout the game and do the Road to the Dragon Quest. If anyone wants to play, please come and join us. I can help you get you through Bamboo Village. We can party together. You can have an awesome healer if Foxy gets on her main. But I will see you all Saturday. 再见。